I'm Maura Campbell, and I'm a playwright and a director. Well, I've been back to Hollins a couple times for the festival at the end of the semester, at end of the term, and I just really missed being here. Also, a few years ago, Bob Moss joined the faculty, and I wanted to have the opportunity to work with him. One of the things that I've learned from Bob Moss is to really listen to what somebody has to say, whether it's an actor or the playwright. So often when we ask a question, we think we know the answer, so we sometimes just wait until we hear what we already know. And really being patient and drawing out our collaborator has really been one of the best things I've learned how to do here. I have two classes with Bob Moss. One is directing the new play, and that has been, I've identified as a playwright and director, but mostly I've worked as a playwright. So actually being a person to help a playwright facilitate a new work has been a real revelation for me. I think the main reason is that I've had to take my own storytelling impulse from the page out and really figure out how to serve the playwright's goals. And the other class that I'm taking with Bob Moss is Advanced Workshop, where I am able to work just as a playwright and hearing his feedback as a director, because he is not a writer, has been really fascinating. In narrative theory, class I'm taking with Todd Ristaw, one of the exercises we're doing is writing monologues about the events of the play from the character's point of view. And I have to say that seems like a really kind of obvious thing to do, but this particular playwright has always worked very instinctively, and to try to slow myself down and really find out because a lot of the story that's being told is story that happens off stage. And so if I'm approaching the story from a particular character's point of view, they may not be a main character, but they have something to tell me about the story that I didn't know and couldn't have known any other way. Most of the time, I think when a director works on a play, they've picked the play. They have a relationship perhaps to the play or to the playwright. Here at Hollins, we're kind of thrown into this speed dating, and at the end of a couple of hours, the playwright and the director have found each other, but they don't necessarily, it's kind of like a marriage that happens very quickly. And working here with my playwright, Sean McCord, has been really enlightening and really challenging in some ways, because we really had to establish trust. I feel like this playwright wrote a very personal story, and so as a director, dramaturg, having to intrude on that story was met with some resistance, and it wasn't until we got into the thick of things, into rehearsal, that I think we really came together. And I'm sure it's different for every playwright-director team in different situations. But in this setting where things had to happen quickly and earnestly and with a tremendous amount of risk-taking, it's probably the best experience I could have had. Just imagine 6 weeks in the most beautiful setting with the most dedicated and hardworking people, not only here, faculty and students, but the guests that come in from all over the country. Just remember that in the summertime, the people that are in other major cities, they are just dying for an opportunity to come to Hollins University in Western Virginia and see something that they can't see anyplace else.